No, yeah, welcome back everybody to the West Coast Flagrancy podcast. As always, I am your host for the day. I've got Rick to my left, Grinch to my bottom right. Let's get on with the show.
Are you guys playing Among Us? Are you on there or no? Following the trend, trying to
Is it
keep up.
on? Is it on? I saw that it's on the phone.
Yeah, it's just a phone game. It's pretty fun.
Oh, have you been dabbling?
Yeah, I've been playing. I had some friends of mine got me into it, and they're like, so now we just like ran. There's literally a group of 10 people,
Mm-hmm.
and in like a group chat, and like
Mm-hmm.
it's always random. Like, hey, who wants to jump on? It's usually
Mm-hmm.
at night though, and everyone's kind of already winding down, so it's actually pretty fun. It's not even really addicting, at least not for me. It's like we'll play, I don't know, 3 or 4 games and like just call it a day.
How does it work?
So there's about 1 or 2 killers,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to run around doing tasks like on this like spaceship,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to figure out who the killer is.
Okay, and you have to talk amongst yourselves to figure that out,
Yeah,
or?
yeah, and there's a little chat that you click on. You talk amongst yourselves. When somebody kills someone, when like
Mm-hmm.
the imposter kills somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you discover the body, and then you hit a button report, and then everybody's alerted, and then you start a little discussion like, hey, what'd you see? It's like, oh, I was in the cafeteria and I saw fucking green running away, so I think it was that motherfucker. And then people are like, oh, it's actually pretty civilized in there for
Mm-hmm.
some reason. This game sort of brought some of the nicer people in, so there's not really a lot of profanity unless like I'm in there. But people are, yeah, it's just how it goes. It's like, oh no, I was in electrical when this was going on, but people are like, no, you're lying. It's pretty fun, especially like it's more fun when it's like people that you know, because you sort of know their characters. So you can be like, oh no, Rick fucking I saw him do it, and he's usually a liar, so I know it was him. But if like you don't, everyone, and then, well, whatever. After the discussion, people vote. So whoever gets the most votes gets kicked out, whether you did it or not. And then you find out towards the end who won.
What happens if you get kicked out and the game is still going? You just wait until everybody is
Then you
done?
can still do, yeah, you reappear as like a little ghost, and you can still do your tasks, but you can't actually interact with alive people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's pretty fun. Like, so the dead people can interact and be like, "Oh, I knew it was green," and you're like, "Oh, darn it, ha ha,
Oh,
ha,
okay.
we should have kicked them out." And then yeah, you just keep slaughtering people.
I'm down to download it on my phone. I thought it was only for PC at first, but
No, no,
uh,
no, it's for good stuff too.
oh, okay. Yeah, I had been looking into it. It was really popular for a while. Uh,
It would
well,
actually
it
make
still is, yeah. What's
it's
up?
oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, I think it would be even better if it was less popular right now, because then you wouldn't have like these douchebags jumping in like thinking they're hot shit.
Like, well, yeah, they call them sweaty players, people who try hard, and
Oh
like,
my god, is that really? That's gross.
yeah, they call them sweaty when they're really, um, like
Hey,
in Call
actually,
of Duty when someone's twitchy, they're just like looking left to right and shooting everybody
I
like
can't
they're on
stand
crack.
the people that take it so serious. Like me and Rick will be playing, and like somebody will jump in and be like so fucking angry, but then we're just like talking shit, like actually having fun.
Yeah.
Like, dude, not like, if you're getting paid, I get it. Like, take it seriously, right? But the people that are getting paid, they're not in these fucking online lobbies like dicking around. They're in like professional lobbies, I'm sure, with like
Hmm.
other fucking streamers and all this stuff. So if you're just like some Joe Schmo with a 9 to 5 and you're taking Call of Duty on the weekends or like at night extra serious, then hey, I'm probably not going to be the one that you want to play with, because I'm just going to make you feel like shit, especially when you lose because you suck.
Yeah, that's what they call them. They call them sweaty players. Motherfuckers who just jump in and just shoot everything in sight. Yeah,
Why? Because they panic and they start sweating, or
no, because
I don't get
because they're
I don't
moving
get the
so fast.
term.
Oh, because they're moving fast. When you're fast.
Like
Uh,
drug addicts, like looking for their fix. Like, oh, where is it? Where is it? I got to get the kill.
no, like it's to refer to
Yeah,
them
twitchy
like
makes sense,
yeah,
but
Twitch. Yeah,
sweaty
it's
is.
I guess sweaty would refer to more like somebody who runs
Well,
a lot.
actually, well, think about it. See, I was about to say it. Like, think about the 2 players we normally play with. You can very easily imagine them sweating when things get
Well,
intense.
that's because any kind of movement makes them sweat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that goes towards yeah, like you tell them to get off the couch or something, that's a sweaty activity.
That's yeah. That.
Oh, happy Halloween! I had no idea actually.
Oh,
I
is it
literally
happy?
just remembered right now.
Yeah. Happy
I went
Yeah,
Halloween.
to
that's why I'm wearing this. I'm the
Oh,
only
you're-
one in the
Oh,
costume right
you're
now.
Oh, you're the soccer
the
player. You're a soccer player.
There you go.
Are you? Do you?
It brings out the races because it doesn't matter who I am. It's just I'm brown and I'm wearing a soccer jersey, so
Are
automatically.
you? Are you
That's
playing?
not. Wait, I didn't think. Oh, that's not what I was getting at all. I thought as soon as you said costume, I thought, oh, you're gay. It's a costume, but that's cool.
No,
I would have a man bun if I was going for that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Wait, what team is? What team is that?
It's that's Real Madrid, right? That's he got. I know when he got.
Oh, is that? Oh, they changed it again. God damn it! The last one that I saw was the stripes, or was that Barcelona? I'm not into soccer. It's not. It's not my.
It. No, that's that. I think that's just a
Like
second kid.
in burgundy, right?
Mhm,
Say that again?
Yeah, red and burgundy.
Yeah.
Sorry, not red and
This
burgundy.
No. Blue and burgundy.
Blue and
Yeah.
burgundy. Yeah.
Blue and burgundy.
Ooh, Guinness
That is.
on that shoulder.
Oh,
I like
shit.
Guinness. Dude, apparently fucking you know all those guys that went over to Ireland, they're like, oh my god, it's so much better over there. But I'm like, I believe it, but I have nothing to compare it to. So for me right now, Guinness is still fine as it is.
Guinness is really good.
You know,
Guinness
have
is
you
good.
ever had a Irish car bomb?
Is that? Yeah, I have once.
Ugh.
Those
Right.
are
Those-
no, those are good. Oh my god, dude, the fuck, I don't remember.
Actually, no. Those are good.
those are
Thinking
good.
of a
Yeah.
sake bomb.
Yeah,
That's
sake
what I
bombs
was thinking of.
are the other ones.
I never had.
Those are.
They're the exact same thing, except instead of whiskey, it's
No, because what's the
sake.
shot that goes in?
Yeah,
Sake?
that's the important.
That
It's
goes into. Is it?
in the shot. It's Kahlua, Irish cream, and then like a
There
third.
you go.
Oh,
Because it's these things, it makes it like sweet and like sort of coffee flavored.
yeah.
Yeah.
And golly, how many did we knock back on that Marine Corps ball? Holy Moses! Oh man.
Is that all they
We went-
served at the bar or what?
No. Well, we went to initially.
No,
we
I
went-
don't. I don't remember this.
We left the. Oh, dude, that was my last ball, and it was like perfect. It was like the best one ever. We went to the. It was in Maryland, and we went to the Gaylord hotel.
Yeah, it was
or
the hotel.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
huge, super fucking nice, very fancy hotel.
Mm.
I get so we rented out the ballroom, or they did, I guess. I can't
Mhm.
take credit.
Mhm.
And so we had our our traditional festivities and all that, and that was still fun too. I mean, obviously, well, I guess maybe it's not obvious. Some people are losers, which we found out later, but that's not the point. So we did that, and then literally right in front of the hotel, at like when you leave the parking lot, it's like the town. So there's a strip of like nightclubs and bars and stuff.
Yeah, like a Main Street. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we got out there and we kind of just started exploring. I think we all changed over, right? Yeah, we all changed. It's still a bunch of people in blues and
Yeah.
stuff. But, I don't. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I hate when people go out
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we changed. We went in our civvies.
Mm-hmm.
And first place we went to was CeeLo and I were the first. Like we were like walking up, and it was Cadillac Ranch. And so we get up there,
Mhm.
and the dude in the front was like, "All right, yeah, IDs." So he goes first, and then I went. Like, "All right, yeah, you guys are good." So like we're thinking everything's fine, but he's like, I don't remember who was third, but he was like, "Oh, you gotta be 25 and older to get in."
What?
And we're both like, "God
I remember
damn it,
that.
we were the only ones." And we're like, "Shit, all right, fuck." So then we had to explore for like another 20 minutes before we found a decent spot, because we went to one other one, but it wasn't really good. I remember it was kind of like run down.
Which made no sense because they didn't have anything that would have been like, oh, you need to be older than 21. I can't
yeah.
even think of what it was that made them, because it was only you two that were
old enough. Yeah.
either 25 or older, and the rest of us weren't. But I think I was like 23.
Yeah, no, we were all like.
So
I was probably. I think we were exactly
doesn't even make sense
25. Yeah, like we were exactly 25. And you guys were like what 24 or 23, whatever. But I mean, I can't even. If you had to be 25, I can't. Like, imagine how great it must have been in there. There probably was wet T-shirt contests and just the whole nine of greatness.
Doubt it.
That we missed out on.
I doubt it.
You guys weren't old enough. No, I'm kidding. No, it's fine. We still had good fun because after that first place that we went to, that was kind of a dud. The second spot we went to was actually we had a good time. and then we just had, I don't know, maybe
An
5
immense
hours of car
amount.
bomb apiece.
Damn, 5 apiece. That
Oh
seems
yeah,
heavy.
pretty wild. Oh no, it was.
Because the last time I think I remember having them was when we went to the hike.
Oh yeah, that was another. Yeah, that was another
Remember
one.
the yeah,
Those are definitely saved on my
that's the
iCloud.
last one.
Most of all things, like I have a lot of shit that I don't have saved on iCloud because I ran out of space. I'm not gonna pay for space on the internet, but that's But like it's fun. Like the most important ones, they're in there. I got the Silky's hike. I got the ball. I got all of our nonsense. I got the Christmas party. A bunch of just a lot. Most of the shit that we've done like as a group. Oh, the trip to Maryland. I think actually somebody else has most of those. I don't have a lot, but I got those two.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can drink the same way I used to drink. Like before, I felt like I could drink a lot. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I could just knock them back, just pound. Like
Yep. What's a lot to you though?
okay, yeah, that's a good question because like I think back, and I would be able to pound like maybe 3 35 ounce.
Like glasses of champagne and you're done.
Dude, I don't like champagne. Champagne and I
Hate champagne.
we do not
too
have a good
bubbly.
relationship. It's too bubbly, and it's like
I instantly get a headache. I'll take a sip and like I'll instantly have a headache. I don't
it's
understand what it is.
it's almost like
Uh,
it's easier to tell when you drink cheap champagne versus good champagne because
I
the
can't
cheap
tell.
because the cheap champagne is like it's like I feel like it gives me a headache too. It's like I feel like I'm hungover the moment I'm drinking it.
Oh, dude, look, I can tell cheap vodka from good vodka easily.
I think that
But
one is easy to tell
champagne,
too. Yeah.
like, what was it? Was it last year? Yeah, I think yeah. So last year, my family, we went on vacation, sort of kind of get away from it. We went to North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody had gifted them a bottle of Dom Perignon, right?
Yeah.
And like they didn't know what it was because we don't. It's not like really our thing, like champagne, whatever. But somebody gave it to them,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom showed it to me when we got there because I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh yeah, somebody gave this to us," and I'm like, "Holy, this is like a fucking $200 fucking thing of champagne. This is supposed to be like one of the best champagnes ever." I
Yeah.
said,
Uh-huh.
and she was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, we'll drink it on New Year's." I was like, "You know what? I still don't even want to try that shit because I know exactly what's gonna happen." But whatever. New Year's, whatever. New Year's
I hate
comes
that
and
feeling. I hate that feeling.
yeah, no, because it's just terrible.
I
And
know, yeah.
New Year's comes and they made me open it. I don't know why, but whatever. I was like, "You sure?" They're like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead." I was like, "All right, fine." And I went like over the top with it. I held it in two hands and I fucking popped it with my thumb.
Mm-hmm.
That huge, fucking big pop noise, and then some started spilling out. And then as soon as I started spilling out, I was just like, "Oh fuck, this is expensive shit! Give me your glasses!" I just started pouring it in there, and then my mom sort of like forced me to drink it. She's like, "Here, try it." I was like, "No, no, I don't want to try it." And she's like, "Oh, you have to. It's New Year's." I was like, "No,
Yeah.
fuck." But yeah, exactly that. Though. Like I tried it, tasted like shit. I took one sip. I was like, "I'm done." No, this is terrible. It's just I don't know. I just don't like it. It's not good.
Yeah, it feels like I mean, I'm not an expert when it comes to champagne, but like it's got like this dryness, right, with the bubbliness.
I couldn't
Like
tell you.
and yeah, I don't know what it is. It to me it feels like it's gonna like fuck me up if I have one too many. Obviously like one too many of anything is too much, but I feel like I could drink like
But you like tequila though, right? You're
yeah,
one of
tequila.
those.
Yeah, I can drink tequila.
I like
Um,
it.
yeah, tequila is good.
What kind?
Like the Don Julio, the blue
Yeah,
box, and then the
yeah.
black box. Those are really good.
Wait, what's the blue one? 'Cause I know the yellow one is añejo. What's the blue one?
The blue one is
Oh,
the
that's silver?
silver, yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then the black one is like the top shelf of the blue silver. It's like just aged like 20 more years or something. That one is really good. I'm gonna do my best to bring some back from Mexico in December. Like I think I can only
Oh.
bring back 2 alcohol bottles.
I don't think it's historically I don't think it's very difficult to smuggle things across the Mexican border.
Yeah, no, they don't care what you bring into the country. It's all about what you bring back to the U.S. No, yeah, but
I
yes,
had a
uh-huh.
friend. Yeah, I had a friend who he took a cruise because he's one of those. This was years ago.
That's
So he took a
strange.
cruise. He
Yeah.
thought that was he thought that's a way to take a vacation, and he did one of the ones that goes. He went to Mexico, but he also did sort of a trip around the Caribbean too, because it was out of Miami.
Yeah.
And so he did that. He went to Cuba as well. He brought me back a Cuban cigar, which was fucking amazing.
Oof.
And he hit Mexico as well. So when he came back, he brought me a bottle of tequila with worms in it. And I actually asked him to do it. And, oh no, dude, I was all about it. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, because there's that rumor that if you eat or drink the worm, you hallucinate. So I was like, oh, fucking sick. So he brings back this bottle, and I'm kind of looking at it, and I was just like, oh, it looks kind of gross. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
man. He's like, yeah, this bottle was like $10. I was like, oh, you fucking, I'm not gonna drink this. I'm probably gonna die if I drink this, you asshole. You're gonna get me with something a little bit more, you know?
It's sewer water and some of the earthworms they
Yeah,
find.
it's sewer water with worms tossed in. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not. I wasn't gonna drink this by myself. It was for like all of us to enjoy. But like, if nobody was gonna drink the worm, I would have done it to see what it was like. Instead, he just gets me like like a little souvenir thing with like two disgusting little fucking mini caterpillars. Oh, it's disgusting. I mean, I still have it. But
Yeah, don't
I'll
drink
never
it.
do that.
Just
No.
keep it as a souvenir.
It's just collecting dust.
Yeah, I yeah, I'm not all into that drinking the worm or whatever. I'm not really sure where that comes from.
Have
But
you done it?
no, I've never done that.
Oh, come on. You gotta live life.
I've never been to a place where they do that, so I'm not like.
I'm
Adamant.
still all about it. So like if we end up going to Tijuana, which
Mhm.
I have a friend coming in next weekend, and that was one of the things he wanted to do. The only reason I won't go with him is he can't control himself. And
you guys going for the weekend or what?
no, he's coming down for the weekend,
Mhm.
and then he's going to Utah.
Mhm.
But like he was texting me like ideas of things to do, and I was just like, yeah, we can do whatever you want. I don't care. I still haven't done any of the touristy stuff myself because I mean,
You don't really have
I
the
don't-
time. Yeah.
I don't have time. Also, I don't really care. You know,
True,
that's not
yeah.
why.
Yeah.
You know, because like I live here now, so it's like if I was in Miami and somebody wanted to do the touristy stuff, I'd be like, no, I'll take you to do stuff that's actually fun. You know.
Yeah, I feel that. No, there's
And,
really fun stuff to do, but like.
But I'm still down to do the touristy stuff. I mean, I never saw the appeal of checking out the Walk of Fame.
It's
that I didn't
not.
get.
And then you live right next to it too, which is
Yeah, I
crazy.
live right next to it. But even living next to it, I'll see some names
Mhm.
that like I actually appreciate, and I'll be like, oh, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger's.
That's the one he chooses.
I'm gonna keep walking. I guess I'm gonna keep on with my day. I looked at this,
Makes you
nice
think I can make it. I can do it.
Damn right.
That
Yeah,
can be me someday.
It will. It's not
Yeah.
an issue.
No, yeah.
But yeah, no. The thing before I got sidetracked, thanks a lot, David. So yeah, he's like coming up with ideas of shit to do, and he's like, oh, we can go to he's like, do you want to go to Tijuana? And I was like, normally, yeah, sure. He's like, it's only 3 hours away, this and that. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but you really have to go with the right people. He's a great guy. He's a great friend. We've been friends forever.
Uh-huh.
But because I know him so well, I know he can't control himself.
Really? Is he that bad?
Getting there, it's not that he's that bad, but it's like I don't feel like having a good time, and then, the evening sort of turns out not in the best way that
Are you
it
telling me
could.
you get bored? You're after a while you're like,
No,
okay.
I don't get bored, but I know when it's time to call it.
Ah, I see what you're
It's
saying.
like, yeah, it's like, hey, it's getting late. Things are getting a little bit rowdy. And I'm not trying to fucking go to jail again, or I'm not trying to go to jail tonight. Whatever. Fucking, we're leaving. That's not how he would see it, because he gets kind of boozed up. He's like, nah, man, we're gonna fucking do this and this. And I'm like, I will fucking leave you. All right, I will leave you in Mexico if I have to, but I'm fucking leaving right now. And it's like it just
Uh-huh.
it takes the night and sort of sort of downward kind of.
Is he really like that? Like, does he not have like a chill mode?
It's not his own fault. I mean, he's drunk. He doesn't really get that he's being a piece of shit or a dick.
Yeah, no, I mean that sounds like a good time, except if it's time
Like
to go to bed.
if we were all hanging out
Yeah.
and we were drinking, I'd be like, all right, yeah, go crazy, whatever, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit, But
Yeah.
when you're out and there's like other people that you can probably get in a fight into and shit like that, it's like, I'm not dealing with this, dude. You want to be fucking, immature and not able to fucking handle yourself? You do it on your own time, not when we're hanging out. We're all trying to have a good time. Have some consideration, you know. You're making. See, I don't know how you brought that out. You're a piece of shit for that because you're making me sound like.
No, because it sounds like no, it's not your fault. It's if he can't handle his drink and he's just gonna be like that. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't take him to Tijuana. But yeah, no, I was thinking about going just to eat something because the food, obviously, the tacos there are really, the food there is really good.
No, you know what? We've already covered this, and
Oh yeah, we have.
you are just.
Somebody asked me yesterday where to get tacos at, and I mean, there's a spot by me that opened up dollar tacos. So.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I think they're
I
pretty-
thought you told them go to Tijuana. It's like you just begging for these people to get kidnapped.
Oh, come on.
No, yeah. That's basically what I tell everybody. No, but there's this place out here called Teddy's Tacos, also Tijuana style, like birria tacos. So that place is okay. I would recommend that place. Whatever.
Sorry, I found another truck that's actually really good, and it's not your guys' friend.
Leo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I think it. Shit. Well, when you guys found out the one that I go to, you're like, oh, it's Leo's. Oh, like you guys know him. You guys hang out with him all the time. I don't know why
yeah,
we don't get.
we did. Used to.
You guys had a falling out.
No, he got new friends. Became rich.
Too
brand
big
new.
for his britches, as they say.
Yeah, no, it's funny because that place is pretty popular outside of California. Like, people have heard of it.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Haven't you like not been outside of California?
Not recent. Yes, recently, yes. But my cousins came in from Milwaukee. Not my
That doesn't
cousins.
count.
One of my
That doesn't mean
cousins.
you left, whore.
No,
That means your
but
cousins came.
no, he came down and he asked me about um, tacos, and I told him Tijuana. But then he told me he went to that taco spot.
Why?
Uh-huh.
Why would you want to go all the way to Tijuana to get tacos? Come on. You need to.
It's only
listen,
3 hours
for
away.
all-
So
For all the people that don't listen to this.
Yeah, but that's like somebody visiting, like visiting you, visiting LA, and it's like,
I have to go to another.
oh, where
country.
can we go eat? Where can we go get tacos? It's like go 3 hours somewhere. That's like a waste of time. Unless you're going to Tijuana, you're gonna stay the night. You're gonna stay there a couple days, enjoy Tijuana. It's like just for tacos and then come right back. It's like, and then you have to be in line to come back,
to come back and no
to the
border.
border. It's like, why? Jesus.
I see what you're
That's
saying.
Just way too
I see what
much.
you're saying. Yeah.
If anything, just Uber Eats.
Yeah, they do have
Do it
Uber
that way.
Eats. Yeah, they do have Uber. It'd be a couple hours though, I think, because do they have to wait in line? I think there's a I think they have an expedited lane for
think it's
delivery
funny.
and buses.
It's funny that, like, your cousins would come all the way from Milwaukee, probably over 1,000 miles, I'm sure.
It's like 2,000 miles.
2,000 miles to come all the way over here to visit you, and they say, "Hey, let's get some tacos." You say, "All right, let's go to Mexico."
That's funny. That's actually. Do you guys like? Do you?
When there's quality tacos here, I would
Like 10 minutes away.
not be surprised. Yeah, if it's not, if
Go to
it's
another
like
country.
there is no way to tacos in LA whatsoever. But you're in LA.
Yeah, you're right. I've made it clear to them that like I've opened my horizons to
You haven't. You lied to them.
to being
To
more open.
to what? To the place that you lived in your entire life.
It's
That's
funny.
where you
Yeah, someone yesterday, one of my cousin's friends asked me like, "Oh, you must be so lucky to live in LA," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know I'm blessed, because I feel like a tourist in my own city because there's like a bunch of places I've yet to go to in my own
You
backyard."
didn't say that.
I did say part of
You
that.
did. If you talk like that, friendship over.
I said the beginning part that there are places where where I feel like a tourist
I
sometimes.
stole that from Rick, but let me find out.
Let me find out.
Let me find
Yeah.
out you're one of these undercover fucking talks and inspirational quotes. I will fucking never speak to you again.
Real quick, I got a new
Those fortune cookies were actually not
I-
not from anywhere else, but he's the one that wrote them.
I got a new one. I got a new one. Let
He
me,
fucking writes them down and throws them in the
Let me-
Writes them down, passes them as fucking
Saves them.
Chinese food restaurant fortune cookies.
let me read this one. This is the newest one I got. You are
Mexican American Chinese.
Mexican American Chinese. You are gifted with artistic talents. That one is probably BS. Because I can't draw.
Oh, here we go.
I can't draw. I can't.
Now he's gonna be Debbie Downer.
No,
Now it's
no,
just
no, no,
now
no.
it's
This
pity
one is.
party.
You're gifted with
Now this is where we're
artistic.
supposed to say, no, David, you're a magnificent flower. The world should enjoy your artistic fucking vision.
I kind of wanted to bring up, like how far does one go? How far does one man go to hide that they're cheating?
Oh my god.
Because somebody told me a story, right? They gave me permission to share it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
With real names and
name?
details.
This is a true story. This is what this is what he told me. This is a 23-year-old.
Locations.
This is a 23-year-old young man, who is friend of a friend, through my Xbox group chat, and he was bringing it up to me because he was telling me the story for some context. He loves like this kind of chisme, right? Like this kind of tea. What do you call it? Gossip. So he's telling me that his buddy goes to work at Target, or he works in he works in the back or something, restocking shit. So this day he goes to work with an extra bag of clothing because apparently his girlfriend has his GPS location, fucking, unlocked. Because on Apple phones you can share locations and you can find my iPhone, track it, and easily keep tabs on people.
No, on each other if you
On
choose to.
on
All
each other.
encrypted.
Yeah.
Unlike Android stuff.
And
Sorry, go on.
He tells me that my friend was dying of laughter, by the way, telling me this story. I thought it was stupid, but he was telling me that he goes to work with an extra pair of clothing. He leaves his phone at work, right? Because he knows that so that his girl can see that he's at work, right, through the GPS. He leaves, right, after he changes and leaves his phone at work. Apparently that day, his girlfriend needed the car. So she's blowing up his phone at work and he's not responding. He's not there. His mother ends up getting involved because they can't get a hold of him. They show up to work and they find out he's not there, right? He finds out that his girlfriend and mother have came to work, so he goes to Target to buy an extra set of clothing just to prove that he was at work, right? And they can't find him anywhere, so he shows up at home, and his mother and sister are waiting for him. Mother and girlfriend are waiting for him, and they're like, where were you? And he's like, and he's stuck with the lie. He said he was at work, right? So he went through all the trouble of taking an extra pair of clothing, going to work, leaving his phone there, and then still going all the way to Target to buy an extra set of clothing just to maintain the facade that he went to work that day, right? Just because he was cheating on his girl, right? And this is a 23-year-old young man. I mean, young person, right? I told him I thought this was a grown-ass man jumping through hoops to try and make sure he doesn't get caught. But if you're like a kid, right, it's like you're trying to hide it real fast. So when he told me he went to Target to get an extra pair of clothing so that he could say that he was at work, I just thought to myself, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, why is he even cheating on her? Like, if he's got to go through all these hoops, like it seems like you're doing more work to cheat on your girlfriend or significant other, and still get caught. Like, come on.
Wait,
Why?
he was married?
No, it's his girlfriend. He was cheating on his
Did he
girlfriend.
get away with it?
No, he ended up getting caught. Like, getting away with it? I don't think so. I think he got caught because apparently he's on house arrest. His mom has him on house arrest now, right? Because of that day.
So not legally.
No,
Grounded.
no, he's grounded. Yeah, which is hilarious. I thought that was funny. He's grounded.
Real champ. God damn. I gotta say.
Yeah, like I've cheated before. I know what it's like, but soon after, like you kind of just have to come clean. Not soon after. I mean, what are you gonna do? You wait maybe like a grace period, like you cheat and then you don't cheat anymore, and it's like,
What are you
oh,
gonna do? How about not cheat, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
no,
What is
like,
it? You don't get any kind of lighter
You're not
punishment
getting
because you
sympathy
serve
for over here.
time.
t- t- tell me, like, how far do you think you'd
So
go?
back to this thing though.
Okay.
So because I don't understand the logistics of it. So
Uh huh.
he left his phone,
At
right?
work.
Which that's what it's so stupid that people track their own locations or their significant others' locations, and that the other person is fine with it. But whatever.
Oh, you should come
So he
back to
left
that. Uh
his
huh.
phone and his other clothes at work,
Yeah.
right? She's blowing that phone up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So does he have another phone? Or
Uh,
how's he getting in contact with whoever he's meeting? Is it just
that's I don't remember exactly if he told me he had an extra phone, but it might have been it might have been
because
a pre
that's right there way too much. Because if it's
right.
like now you have to get another phone
I
to
think.
do, so that's money right
Uh,
there.
okay, yeah.
And then you leave, right? What I really don't understand is you leave, you find out that this is going on, you go and buy, I guess, so what, a red shirt and khaki
And
pants?
khaki pants, yeah.
That's the that's it, right? That's the uniform. So he goes and buys that, just regular shit, and comes back. And what was he? They already at this point know that he's not in the store. So was he just gonna show up to the store and it's like, oh, I was in the back closet. That's why you
Apparent,
guys couldn't find me. Like, what was the
apparent,
reason? What was the
the motivate.
logical answer in that? Like, he was just gonna come out of one of the aisles and be like, I was here the whole entire time. I was just stocking
To
kids'
in the back.
toys.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. They already know you're not in the store.
I think he panicked. That's what it was.
It
He
worked
was
at Staples.
he works at Staples. He was panicking. He was panicking. That's what people do, right? When you get caught, you panic.
So instead of coming clean,
Uh-huh.
so he didn't even work that day. He just went there and left
Ho-
his clothes.
Hold on, careful sending messages, because then the thing pops up and I can't get rid of it unless I click on it, and then your name came up. Uh, so,
That's fine. That's fine.
okay.
Um,
Where's that plan?
yeah, I just don't get it. It's a lot of money wasted
To cheat on
for
somebody.
essentially nothing. Well, it'd be fine if it was not fine,
There's
but
no fun, yeah.
it would be worth it if that money went towards like a good way to get out of it. But he didn't do anything
No.
right to where
And-
he wasn't going to get caught. So it's like you just wasted money and wasted people's time. Like, and you cheated, which makes you a piece of shit already.
Yeah, and on top of that,
But it's just
it makes you think. I'm like, okay, like you're gonna cheat on your girl, like you gotta go through all this trouble just to cheat on her. Like, your girl, at least do her the favor of like letting her know, like, hey, I don't really like you like that anymore, or something like, or she's not,
that's why I find cheating pointless.
or
You
she's
can
not
at
that
any
good looking.
time say,
I'm thinking like she's ugly.
but like, what's the point of staying with somebody for what? Like,
But
unless she was like maybe providing a place for him to stay, giving him money.
they must have been, in a solid religion. You know how young people are. They share everything with their significant other until like everything hits the fan. Yeah, like I look, consenting to your partner asking for your permission to say, hey, can I keep tabs on you, right? Can I see where you're located?
I don't think that goes that way. I don't think that's how that conversation is.
You don't
had,
think that's
like,
how that goes?
they
That's
sit
how it
down
should
and they,
go.
like-
It should be like, hey, can I just
No,
keep
they're
tabs on
not.
you?
It's not.
Because it's more
Anybody
honest. It's
that's
more
keeping tabs on you. It's not civil. It
Okay,
is not
yeah,
civil
it's
at
not
all.
civil
Where
at
it's
all.
like, you know what? This is a good idea. Like, you're supposed to be able to trust that person. So it's like asking them, I need your GPS location at all times so that I know that you're doing the right thing. There's
She
no
says
trust
it.
in that.
She does it under the guise of, oh, it's just because I care about you. Oh, in case of emergencies. I don't think so. Like, I don't know. See, like, if I'm married and I have kids, I'd be like, okay, that's a different take, right? You got a family, you can keep tabs on me. Like, I'm not gonna be worried. I've got nothing to hide.
Your wife?
My wife, yeah. My my
Oh, I
finance.
thought you were going with the kids because yeah, the kids make sense when you're tracking where they're at
Yeah,
because they're fucking kids.
yeah,
So
maybe my
that makes sense that you want to make sure that
see,
they're
yeah,
being safe.
but yes, that does make sense. But then I guess it makes me insecure if it's like I have to keep tabs on my wife. I guess that would make me insecure because it's like, oh fuck, like, what the fuck was she doing
You
there? But
have
like,
to be insecure to ask
yeah,
somebody, yeah, to be
hmm
questioning where they're at every moment. Like,
it's controlling. It's disgusting.
no, and then the other person, yeah, then the other person, how do you not feel controlled? Knowing that somebody is
It,
following your every move.
yeah, or that like you're, which is funny because they already keep track of our every move, except they're not our girlfriends. You know, I'm talking about the government, but it's for me to go that far to cheat. Like, if I were to hide something, like, I like I've never been dramatic enough to be like, oh no, you can't look at my phone or something, or like or like you know, I grab the phone and just throw it or something. You know what I mean? Because that's just like, that's just being dramatic. Like you got caught and you're gonna try and like pretend like it's not happening. I yeah, I wouldn't. I would just get an extra phone. Like, let's say hypothetically speaking, I was cheating and I wanted to be good at it.
It's
I would just get a second phone.
uh,
Like, you know, like hypothetically speaking, like if we're talking about how to cheat properly, like how do you cheat properly? Like, like you have to make sure you've got separate
Was
numbers.
that like a just a question for the masses?
No,
Or
just in general. Like, oh, how would you cheat, Grinch, if you had a significant other?
it's fucking terrible. You're a piece of shit for doing it, even though you're not married. Like, why would you ask me that question?
Um,
Think everyone's just like you?
I think I think everybody's cheated at least once in their life, even if it wasn't on
Yeah, but
their.
not everyone's a piece of shit. Like, come on.
No, 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 for sure. Like cheating
Well,
goes a long way, right? It could be emotional.
hold on. You said you cheated, right?
What happened? I'm sorry.
That you have cheated?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? All right. Like I'll tell you. I think there's like a thrill to.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
I really want you to think about this because I want you to feel bad about what you did, but also honest.
Feel bad about it.
Look, and just to be clear, clarifying, cheating in the sense that I was with somebody and then I, you know, was decided to make out with someone else or whatever. You know, we'll do it like that. Because I didn't cheat on somebody by like sleeping with them. If that counts, I made out with another girl.
Oh,
Um,
so you're saying there's levels.
there's like, yeah, because you can cross the
There's
line of
levels of
cheating,
cheating.
yeah, but then, and then you just have to be careful on who you're cheating on, right? Because you could be cheating on like,
Is that for you? So let's say since there are levels, if a girl
Mhm.
cheats on you,
Mhm.
depending on what level it is,
Mhm.
are you like more
More or
inclined
less.
to forgive them?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think like as I mature, like as I mature, it's it's more of like a.
Change how you say it. You said it the way you normally do the first time, and then you try to change it to sound fancy or
That's cool.
something.
mature.
That's cool.
It for me the level of okay, so I think there's like the level where it's like, okay, are you taking her home? Like what the fuck? Like are you not you at that point you're not even cheating on me. I think
Wait. Time out.
uh-huh.
No. You're dancing around it. I asked you. I
Okay,
said
we'll go back.
why.
Let's go back to that one. Okay, uh huh.
Yeah. So why did you do it? Why? You said there was a thrill. That's it.
Yeah, I think there was like this thrill to think that like you're doing it and you have a girlfriend. It's like, damn, this is just the way I'm thinking about it. Like,
So you felt like you were a stud, huh? You're like, oh yeah, I got a girlfriend and I got this bitch.
in some sense, yeah. Like it felt like I was like, oh shit, like I have a girlfriend, but like this girl also likes me. It's like, whoa, like I have two girls who like me. Like, and that's probably how I was thinking about it at the time, because I'm trying to remember the feeling. Um, and I think the sense is more like oh I can probably get away with this, right? Obviously, like that's why they call it cheating, because if you don't get away with it, then it's not cheating.
Oh, thanks for
I mean,
clarifying.
if you don't get away with it, it is cheating, right? I heard this like really ridiculous thing.
I don't think that's how that works.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Say that again. No.
If you don't get caught,
Oh,
it's
that
not
works.
cheating.
If you don't get caught, it's not cheating.
Yeah,
So if a tree falls in the woods, it doesn't make a sound.
is that logic? Is that the logic?
That's what it sounds like to me. I
That's
think,
what you're saying.
yeah.
The logic is if you don't get caught, then it's not cheating. So if there's nobody to hear that
Hmm.
tree fall, then there's no sound.
Which is ridiculous
mhm.
because why? Just because no one's there, that doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
That is the
So
case.
cheating is just the act of dishonesty.
Yes, in some ways,
So
right? Because you're
you're still
lying,
being
right?
dishonest, even if no one is there to know about it.
You'll be dishonest every time somebody plays a game with you and they're like, "Never have I ever cheated on somebody," and then you're there with your hand down. You're
What do you
cheating.
mean? I'm always honest in that game.
See that? No, but anyways, like I heard someone older, much older, say something like, they're like, "Oh, if it doesn't matter if like, it if you don't talk about it or if you don't bring it up." Do
Well,
you know
that's
what I
somebody
mean?
that's as much of a piece of shit as you for that.
No, like seriously, like think about it for a second. Like if you do something and you don't ever bring it up and it doesn't affect anybody around you and it doesn't just like immediately cause any like ramifications, I don't really think it matters whether you bring up something or not. Do you know what I mean?
I can see the logic behind it, but I think just still like, cause me, I'm kind of like, I don't have those sort of, I mean, I can be obviously empathetic because I'm a person, but like if like I got away with something, I don't have like, fairy tale, regret feeling or whatever. It's like, no, it's like I did this and I got away with it. Like, it's okay. It doesn't hurt anybody. Nobody's affected by it. I'm the only one that knows and it's fine. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I feel bad
So
about it.
if you did something, I guess,
Like if I like,
trying
I
to
don't know,
word
if
it,
I stole,
bad, something that is against your morals in
yeah,
general, that
like if I
nobody
stole
knows,
something, like if I stole something, for example, and like I got away with it, like I wouldn't steal
you
from
wouldn't
like,
feel bad.
no, I wouldn't feel bad because I would only steal from like a huge corporation. I wouldn't steal from like a small fucking, like family run business or whatever. Well, how do you, where do you get off making that face?
I'm
Who?
thinking about these things. I'm
Uh,
not judging
Yeah,
any
but
of
you
you.
made a face.
I'm
Oh, wait,
thinking
you
about
gotta
it
work.
because I
You gotta,
know what you're
you gotta-
saying about like, but it would be towards something that would not be, I guess, affected in your view. So like instead of stealing from a family-owned business is different from stealing from a huge corporation in
yeah,
your eyes.
insurance and is like,
So if it's justified, then you're okay with it.
so if she's
That's all that
ugly,
I'm thinking about
so
right
if
now.
she's
no. Like,
ugly, it's
That's what,
justified.
and that's what it goes back. Yeah, it's like, well, and because a lot of like, not a lot, but there's been scenarios where it's like, oh, why did you cheat? Well, they treated me really badly.
that's a horse
So
shit.
why wouldn't I? And then it's like, well, that to me it doesn't make sense because I just look at it from just black and white. It's like cheating is cheating regardless of
What
That's how
level
I
it's
see
who
it.
you
at?
do it to or
Yeah.
what the circumstances was. Yeah.
If you're looking for that excuse, like why did you do it? Oh, because they were making me unhappy. Why were you with them in the first place? Like, yeah, you were happy, and now the relationship isn't. Obviously, like at all points, a relationship needs work. But if it's been going on for so long that it's driven you to cheat, then you should have broken up.
Yeah, and
Or
there's no, yeah, sorry to cut you off, but
apologize.
I was just gonna say, like, and there's no like open relationship status. Like, what the fuck does that even
No.
mean?
What are you, Will Smith? Get out of here.
That's exactly what I mean. Like, why do you, like, that's not, they're like, oh no, it's not cheating because we're in an open relationship.
What do you mean there's no Yeah,
Like,
if they've established that, then
no,
that's their
I
relationship.
disagree
Yeah,
with like that.
and then,
I
yeah,
just
you
don't like
establish
that.
that, and then some shit like that fucking happens, and all of a sudden it's not a good idea. Go
Right.
fuck.
That's what
Get
I'm
out of
saying. Like,
here. Somebody
But
makes.
that's not everyone.
no,
That's like this
This
situation, this story that you're telling us right
yeah,
now,
this
right?
one, yeah.
They weren't in an open relationship,
No,
right?
they were in a
So
committed one,
it's
yeah.
not like afterwards they can
Yeah,
they
no.
can claim
Yes,
that.
I'm not saying definitely that they were, but there were rumors circulating that they were in an open relationship. Now, so yeah, so that's like actually a pretty good example.
Oh, you're
So,
talking about Will Smith and
Oh, you're talking about them.
oh, what are you talking?
yeah.
No, you were just
I
bringing
thought
up
we
the
were still on
story
this.
real
We
quick.
were still on this
Oh, this guy. No,
this
that's a
kid
Yeah, no,
that
you're.
he's great friends with. So
No, not me.
But it makes
Someone
sense
else.
though. They're friends and they've both cheated. So
Your audio is a little low. Grinch, where'd you go?
your audio was low.
It like went out of nowhere. Okay, you were saying?
Well, it makes sense, right? Birds of a feather flock together. You guys are cheaters, so you guys hang out. There you go.
No, I'd be like, I don't
You guys
like
get together. Is it like almost like AA? You
a.
guys get together and just like plan
Yeah,
out
you guys
your
just you
We
your
look.
next
know
step.
the people who go through the largest amount of steps to hide their cheating are the ones that show up because they're so anxious about keeping it together. It's like I think they get a thrill out of like keeping this web of lies. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not so much keeping it together, it's
yeah,
pushing it to the
to
point
the
of like
almost getting caught.
as close to getting caught as I can.
To
Yeah.
think and to think that you're getting away with it. They're like, oof, like not only am I, you know, cheating on my significant other, but I'm getting away with it, and they're not.
Well, that's
They're,
kind of the issue with
yeah,
like forgiving cheaters is that they've gotten that's like the ultimate already you walk the line where it's like you are caught and they forgave you. That means that you're pretty much you're golden. You can always do it. In their minds, it's like I can always do it and know that I can either get away with it or
Be forgiven.
it will, I'll be forgiven so I can get, I can do this for as long as I really want to.
yeah. And that's another thing too. It's like, who do you cheat on if you think to yourself like, I'm gonna cheat? Because you could
Are
be.
are
What
you
I'm
asking
saying.
yourself this question out loud?
No, no, yeah, I'm not, no, like more like in the sense that like people who like there's this stereotype about dating certain women, right? And like you don't want to cheat on a certain
Wait,
ethnicity of women because they'll kill
what?
you.
God.
That's what I'm like. I'm trying to like.
Say the ethnicity though.
What
What are you
happened?
scared? You scared of getting canceled from a non-existent social career?
No, it's more like
It's not racist to say
you know
like,
what's strange?
there's
You,
this fucking
Grinch,
thing going on. What?
you brought up a good point just now. Like nobody gets canceled for cheating on their significant other.
That's not what we're talking about. Hold on. Don't change the
No, I know.
subject
I don't want to
completely.
change it, but you brought up a good point right there. Like, I just realized that like nobody fucking calls each other. Like, you get cheated on, and like,
Yeah.
but like, it's not like Amber Heard cheated on Johnny Depp. You know the whole situation with them, the whole domestic.
He,
Uh, what happened?
he is a real piece of work.
He or she?
He. Kidding?
What do you mean? I'm with him.
I'm saying she. What's
Oh,
going on?
sorry, sorry. Your microphone is a little low. Sorry, it just kind of
That's
like.
you.
Um,
You want to yell at my computer? Jesus. Hold
no,
on.
sorry. It just the audio keeps like going up and down for some reason.
I thought you
Um,
said he.
yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Um,
No, Amber Heard. She is a piece of work.
that is true. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Fuck, I forgot where I was going with this. She like them,
Something like show.
just like that they don't get like they're having an issue with domestic abuse, but he didn't cheat on her or anything like that. She's the one who like abused them. The point I was trying to make is that like in the public eye, like if you get caught cheating, most people are like, oh, look at him, fucking cheater. But the moment you do something like racist or like, uh, anti-LGBTQ, like you're immediately um, a martyr, or not a martyr. Sorry, what are those people like? Um, like you're given a scarlet letter to wear on your chest to let everybody know that you're the dude who doesn't like gay people or like doesn't like black people or something. Or like, but no one ever calls you the cheater. You know what I mean? Like no one ever says, "Oh,
Do
look,
you
he
think? Do you think because it affects more people than
men."
just one?
Oh, you mean more men than women?
No. When you cheat on someone, it's only really the person that's affected is the whoever you cheat on,
Mm-hmm.
maybe family. But that's
Uh-huh.
as far as it goes. When you attack a race, it goes more than just a couple of people.
Because you're generalizing a whole group of people, right? Uh, I don't know. That's just something I was thinking about. I was like, people get away with
You think
cheating.
those are equal?
No, I was just wondering why, like, more or less, the people who get caught cheating are it's almost like, oh, he's just a womanizer, versus a woman who gets caught cheating and it's like, oh, this bitch is a whore. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, or she's a slut, or she's like, just promiscuous. But even no, that doesn't count then because she's not cheating. She's just dating or whatever. I don't know, whatever title they give themselves
I
when
think
they're. Mhm.
the whole like the cancel thing is slowly starting to go away. Thank God, because it's gotten so fucking out of hand. That like
Yeah,
any little, even for a joke, people are like losing their minds. or were rather. It sort of seems to like be kind of going away, except for like obviously serious like incidents. Like obviously, if you raped 20 women, you're not. It's not gonna just get swept under the rug.
No, yeah, that's true. Which unless you're a Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell, that's the only reason. Um, yeah, no, for sure. Like cheating, I don't. It's is it weird to say that like I don't plan on cheating? You know, on my next significant other. Like,
No, every decent human being
like,
doesn't have that thought about planning to cheat.
can you
Just
imagine? Like just
the simple fact that that's how your mind works indicates that you've got a problem.
no. I think that people just need to realize more of what they're capable of. Like to think that someone says, "Oh, I would never cheat on my significant other." I think that's a lie.
I think you need to exercise some self
I
control and do that stuff.
yeah, no, I think that yeah, cheating is for losers. But I don't think that I would not.
What are
I'm
you
not.
talking?
I would not say. I'm not
What are
saying
you
that.
talking about?
I'm trying to find a I'm trying to find a good segue into like moving on to a different topic.
That's
Uh,
fine. We'll find it. You don't have. It's not like don't feel pressured.
no, like
But I like by you saying, cheaters are all losers. When like not so long ago, you were like, "Yeah, I cheated, and I don't know if I can. Like, okay,
yeah,
go ahead,
I
segue.
that's funny. No, yeah, look, uh, y'all, look, y'all if you're like if y'all ever think about like
Boy, he's having a really tough time. Here,
no, no,
hold
no,
on,
I'm trying
David.
to find a way to phrase it. I'm trying to find a way to phrase it. Like,
Uh-huh.
uh, I know guys don't think about it, but girls care a lot about it. Like proposals, like when you're getting ready to make them your fiance. Like, do you think you care a lot about like the way it's gonna go down if you plan on getting married ever in the future? Like
Hold on. Can you repeat that? I had some interference.
proposals. Like, do you? I think women think about it more than men, but do you like if you plan on getting married? Like, do you care a lot about the way you're gonna ask your girl out, or ask her out? Like, ask her to marry you?
It's not. I don't know. It's not really something I've ever discussed with other people because I feel like it's none of your goddamn business.
Oh, so you do think it's important the way you ask your girl to marry you?
Oh yeah, that was like I just feel like you had asked a really fancy question around like something that can just be so simple.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Cause like, I don't think about
Why do
it.
you overcomplicate things for
No,
yourself?
no, I don't think about it at all. Like, I'm sure that for a girl or a woman, they care more about like how is he gonna ask me? Is he gonna fucking ask me at the Cheesecake Factory, or is he gonna ask me, at a fucking Dave and Buster's? You know what I mean? Like, does it matter to you? And like, does it matter how big the ring is?
Who
Is
asked
it?
somebody to marry them at a Dave and Buster's?
I'm sure there is somebody who's got married.
Well, yeah, actually, that's true. So that could hold
So
some
wouldn't
significance
the
to some people.
proposal be pretty much to that specific person?
Well,
So like,
uh
the funnest time you guys had, yours was there.
hold on, say that
Then
again.
what would be maybe that means something? I said, so if David Buster's, who apparently has gotten a bad rap, um, if that was like their first date or that was their most memorable memory, and then guy decides to pose there, I mean that's significant to their relationship. So I would see nothing wrong with somebody proposing because it would be specific to the person that you're proposing, really. Like, you know, it's just it. Why would it matter if you do it somewhere where you guys have never even been?
I see what you're
It
saying.
almost would have no significance. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be customized to the person that your proposal would be customized to the person that you're asking.
Right,
But
but
to get my answer out of the way, since I do not plan on getting married, no, I do not think about this stuff.
what if what if you're with a woman and she's like, oh, you know what, like we've been together X amount of time, and I'm just like curious as to why we aren't gonna take the next step.
I
Like,
think if you're if you're not looking to get married, that's definitely something that you discuss with your partner, like at
Yeah,
some
you,
point. Once
So
you
look, it
you
makes
once
don't
you
wait
sense.
realize things are getting
years and
serious.
then be like, oh, by the way, I never wanted to get married, just so
It's
that
like,
we're on the same page now.
oh, you couldn't
Like,
tell me that like 6 years ago.
you
It
kind
would,
of discuss that while you're building a relationship. Is like,
I
this
think
is
it
what
comes
I'm
up.
looking for,
how
and
hot does your girlfriend
yeah,
have to be for you to change your mind?
has
Cause
nothing to do with I am not
I
as
think,
vain as you are.
because
That
you
has
did,
nothing to do with whether I marry somebody.
I could just imagine like you're having such a good time with this person, and then she's like, I'm really looking forward to the next step in our lives, and you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, moving in together, that'd be great, and she's like, no, I would really like to have a family, kids, get married someday, and you're just like, I don't know about that, like I thought we were just dating until we die, um, because it's like,
Well,
can
you
you?
can always still have you can have everything without having a marriage. You can still have kids, still have
Right,
a house,
I was
live
gonna
Yeah,
a
it would
say
just
life
be
together.
unholy in the eyes of God.
it would be, yeah, it would be a
So
sin.
if
You'd
Correct.
you're
be
okay with
living in
that,
sin, technically, and your children would be bastards
Yeah, if
and
not a God fearing person, you're
condemned
fine.
to true. Which is funny. Uh, Can you imagine if you get to heaven and that shit is basic as fuck? Like you just realize you're like, this is it. This is what I died for. It's like
you're gonna regret saying that.
no, because like you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, oh, everybody
You,
here,
did you sound? Did you
every.
hear the regret in his voice already? He said, "No,
Yep.
no, it's
That's
not."
not. Come on. Let's not.
He
Let's not get
gets up
ahead of
there. Gets up there. God's like, oh, David, you think things are gonna be simple, huh?
like it's just basic. Everybody's equal and shit. Yeah, I heard someone else bring this
He's
up.
like one of our only subscribers.
Yeah, no, for
Hell.
sure. Yeah, no, see, I think I'm gonna. If I ask my girl out, I'm gonna make sure it's like it's something nice. Cause like a dude, I'm sure someone. I heard someone talk about this. It's like if you buy a ring, you've already said yes, right? Because you have to wait for her to say yes, right?
No, that's dumb.
No,
What?
That's
absolute
dumb.
pressure on the. No, that's all the pressure on the guy because the guy going into a proposal already knows what he wants.
Correct. Yes, he's already said
The
Do
yes.
you?
chance is he's taking the chance by proposing, or she, because I mean,
We he. Yeah,
were you
you could be
there,
he.
Grinch, when our no, I said or she,
Uh
and then I
huh.
said we. I said, you see, now you're making me repeat. I want to play back for you, but I can't.
No, I heard you. I heard you.
Anyways, like
Uh-huh.
I was saying, Grinch, were you there when we set up that proposal for the one with the condition?
Oh no, I was invited to it, but I couldn't get out of it because I had work. I was invited to
Yeah,
like the
so
setup,
that
but I
was
had to.
a
Yeah,
female
I had
who
work.
did a. That was a female that proposed to her girlfriend, and we did it. The location where you would think, like you brought up the Cheesecake Factory, we did it in the woods, and
That's
that was
cute.
her choice because that was something to
Very
them.
nice.
She,
Yeah.
she did.
That's really nice.
Yeah, she did a whole thing for it. Had pictures and all this stuff. That was, but to somebody else, like that doesn't have anything to do with that. It's like, okay, that was nice, but that wouldn't be what I want.
Yes, I think I was gonna bring up back to like the ring situation. It's like there's a certain amount of worth in that, like, right? I think that's like an obvious statement to say, oh, this is how much you're worth, depending on how big the diamond is.
Wait.
Is that what you think?
That's what a little bit of what I think. Yeah, like,
Really?
well, women, bro, look,
How shitty is that outlook?
you don't think that's
What
true?
if
Like,
what if you don't have a lot of fuck? What if you just can't buy the huge ring that you think she deserves because you just don't have that kind of money, but you
What-
still want to marry her and you guys
And
still want to
people
get married?
do that. People do get like a ring when they first propose, and then later in their marriage, go out
When they
and
have
buy
money.
them another ring. 'Cause now they
Yeah.
can afford it.
that's nah. See, then you shouldn't have gotten married in the first place if you can't afford a nice ring. Like, that's just my train of thought. It's like, why are you getting married if you can't afford an appropriate ring if you're just gonna buy one later in the marriage? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with like saying, oh, here's this. Okay, it would be kind of embarrassing, maybe just a little bit. This is just me projecting. If like you try to you propose to your girlfriend, but the ring is like, not what she thought it was gonna be. Like it's
You are
do you know what I
so
mean? Like
superficial. It's disgusting.
no, but women think about shit like this, and they do. I'm
Sure,
sure.
and let me tell you, if my girl, like, if it's that important to her, then that's not the one that I want to fucking marry. If she can't understand that,
You
look,
know
right
that,
now,
though. You would
I
know that.
can't.
You would know
No,
that, yeah,
fuck
know
that.
them.
yeah.
No, fuck that. If like right now, I can't afford like the ring that I actually want to give you because of I'm not making enough right now, but I can get it later. But you can't see that, then why the hell would I want to fucking marry that?
Well, that's not the person for you. That's what I'm saying. Like you would know
Yeah,
that
exactly.
going into it. Like if you're on a date or something, and then you start to see like, oh, they really care about this superficial stuff that maybe you don't care about, like I wouldn't care about. Be like, this is not the person I'm gonna marry. Like if your answer depends on the size of the ring, we're not getting married for the right reasons.
True. Yeah. See, and for me, it's like weird. It's like, oh, we're getting married, and I propose to you, but I won't be able to buy you the ring until after. That's also, it's like, okay, why? Just wait. Like, why are you asking her? Like, just wait until then. It's almost like dating a person for like 40 years and then getting married. It's like, what's the point after that? You've already been together 40 years.
No, now, well, because now maybe you want to, I don't know, make it right with God so you don't go to hell.
That could be
I
the
guess
case.
as
It
you get
doesn't take
older, you
away
start
from
to
the
see
past
light.
40 years of indiscretion.
No, well, you've been living in sin for the past 40 years, so might as well just fucking live out the rest of your days as like fucking.
Look,
But
I'm
that may
trying
be
to
something important to them.
I'm trying to be the voice of the people that aren't watching anyway, and like you're just shitting all over any idea of somebody finding happiness.
It's
Why are
yeah.
you this way?
It's like
Who
it's
hurt
like
you?
people who buy promise rings. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh no, that's just stupid.
Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing? Why are you buying her a promise ring? What are you promising her? You're promising her that you're gonna
Well, you wouldn't
propose.
buy her one. You wouldn't buy her one because you obviously can't
What's a
promise
lot?
shit.
It's like, can we just make fun of
You
that for a little
promise
bit?
to try
Yeah, you
and not
promise to
cheat.
try not to cheat. That's what that is. It's like, it's like you
Well,
think.
at least they can try to. They're saying like, I will try. You didn't even try.
Yeah, yeah.
Your friend, you're 23. That the only thing that he tried was to get away with it.
Yeah, and that still baffles me. It's like, bruh, like like is your girl that like not good looking that you have to go out and cheat? That you
Why
have,
do you think it's only looks
bruh.
like
Let me
that's?
tell you.
I guess because I didn't see it that way. It's like you just like it's all superficial. It's all if their looks.
No, I
Like
mean,
looks sometimes.
I'm not gonna pretend like looks don't matter. You have to be attracted to whoever you choose.
You have to be
obviously.
attracted to them. You wouldn't have dated them in the beginning, I think, if that was important to you.
Let me tell
That's
you.
true. Yeah,
That's true. Which is hilarious.
that's where your logic is flawed, David.
Yeah, which is funny because people get into these relationships
Because
really
I'm not
fast.
saying attractive as a supermodel or something, because everybody's attracted to
Different things. Yeah. There.
So
Uh-huh.
if you start dating someone, you have to be, like, I guess, if I'm just looking at it logically, at least through my eyes,
Yeah.
I would have to be attracted to them. So finding out later on, like, oh, she's actually ugly. Where were you during the beginning of this?
Sleeping
like,
with. Yeah.
were you-
Uh-huh.
like, did you now realize
That she's ugly. Yeah.
that she was ugly? Like that doesn't make sense. That's the first thing you see in somebody.
Yeah, it's like I could imagine that people get together because like they're in the moment and this other person is like, "Oh my God, I'm about to make out with this girl. I'm actually getting lucky." It's like this, what is it? It's like this myth that guys think that they get when they start dating a girl. It's like all of a sudden all these other girls want them. It's this thing.
That's not a myth.
Is that true?
Oh,
That shit is real.
That shit is real, right? It's real.
That shit
like,
happens.
Like
It's weird.
You start dating somebody. and-
Women just have this sixth sense. They like know that like this guy's unavailable. I must try to ruin his life.
What is wrong with
That's
you
actually-
women? Leave us alone.
that's actually true.
They're,
Yeah, leave David alone. You keep going after me all you want. I'm not bothered. But leave David alone.
Like, what is their logic? They're like, oh my God, he's off the market. Like, ugh, now I want to.
Do you think it's like life just well, you believe in God, so do you think it's just him tempting you?
he's testing me, not the wrong T word. He's testing me.
But hold on. By that same logic, you've already failed and you're going to hell because first you've had, you know, premarital sex. Second, you cheated on the person that you had the premarital sex with. So
That's
you're really just fucking yourself altogether.
that's a maximum. That's a maximum penalty of like 20 years of torture and hell. See, like that's just it. Like why go through all this trouble, right?
I don't think it was the wrong one.
You don't think it was the wrong one? Women really need to check themselves because they got a lot of power over men, and they don't realize it.
Don't start.
I'm not
Don't
starting.
start with
No,
that.
no, no. We're not going.
You
nowhere.
are.
We're
You
not-
no. I
no,
already
no,
know
no,
how
no,
this
no.
goes.
No, no, no. We're not going nowhere.
All right, change the
I'm
subject.
pulling over.
You
I'm
start
pulling over.
talking that shit.
I'm pulling over.
Yeah, you like H3. Like, how did you get on that?
H3.
Yeah, you like the H3 people.
Oh man, don't get me started with them.
Why? You're the one that likes them. It's
I
weird.
u-
I
I
don't know.
used to like them. I don't like
But
them
you're still
anymore.
liking the chicks' photos.
Are you? Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot you can see what photos you like on Instagram. Yeah, I think she's attractive.
That's part of
for-
the whole point.
Yeah, who else is Israeli? Like Gal Gadot, she's Israeli. They've got like these.
Yeah,
these-
dude. Some of these Israeli chicks are fucking smoke shows, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's
Oh
like,
my god. I don't even think you don't even. I mean,
don't-
I haven't seen a lot. I have seen a few over here, but I don't think there's not that many over here. But whew.
dude, Israelis,
South
bro,
Florida?
like young Israeli women.
Oh, whoa!
I said women, like 25 and older. They're fucking gorgeous. They're like supermodel level status sometimes, some of them, and they're just regular ass people. I'm like, whoa, let me come here, Habibi. Shit, like, I'd be down to join the military.
Habibi.
I know, right? It's a completely different fucking.
You know they're the
region.
chosen people, right?
No,
You're getting another week in purgatory for that one.
yeah, but Israeli. I like her pictures because I don't know. I find her attractive in some ways. Like there's something
I
about.
really don't.
I'm not saying that she's got the body or anything. I just find
Who
her.
is this?
She's a
talking
podcaster
about?
who's married to. It's H3.
No.
H3.
No, I think she's a fashion designer who has a podcast.
No, she's a.
Right? Is
They
it?
used to do YouTube videos, then created a podcast, and then
Yeah, there
she
you go.
became a fashion designer. I mean, not a fashion.
There
They
you
got
go.
their own line of shirts and stuff. H3. That's you can just Google that, and I'm sure they're the most popular. Yeah, no, I like.
Oh
but-
yeah, for that, yeah.
Yeah, I do like her like. I don't know. There's something cute about her, if that makes any sense. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like there's just people who are cute, but are
I
not
don't find her
necessarily
attractive.
hot. You know what I mean?
You know her, Rick?
Well, I'm looking at her now. No offense to
To her.
either of them because I don't know them, but I do not find her.
No,
attractive.
I don't care. The only reason that I know about them is because they showed up on another podcast that I listened to, and that's the only reason. So when
Oh, shit.
when it came up on my Instagram, I was like, oh, that's funny that David's into this. Because it makes sense. I'm like, if anything, that I thought you'd be into the fashion thing that they do.
Nah, I'll be honest though. I did buy a piece of their merch.
Exactly. There you go. See,
Look,
I'm always
this was
right.
a while ago though. Can I defend myself, Court?
It doesn't take away from the fact that I was right, though.
Look.
98.9%.
I've grown out of them. I'll be honest, because I used to really like their early stuff, but
No,
now
you haven't.
I can't. Honestly, I can't stand their like pop culture takes.
You said every hipster ever.
No, it's like they are simply like they're good at what they do, and it's just doing what they do is just like they're
Not yet disproven my theory.
like I don't listen to them like that. I can't listen to them anymore. Like I can't stand Ethan, her husband. I can't stand him because he's become like a political Andy. When someone refers to somebody as an Andy, it's like you're being like someone who's just like, fuck. How do I explain this better without making it sound stupid? It's just being like a regular ass person who's into shit, like who's into that thing. Like if someone calls you, oh you're like a regular Andy or something, that just means you're fucking a normie, or like you're just like you're not into like I don't know, like pop culture and things like that. You're just into like regular shit, whatever the fuck that means. You know, you don't keep up with internet drama, or like you don't keep up with like petty gossip in the YouTube community and shit. Like that's what someone would refer to somebody
Andy
as.
is a collective term for streamers on gaming platforms like Twitch. Andy carries a neutral or sometimes negative connotation, as it also refers to individuals who leech off of other apparel in their live streams. Boy, you really have a way of overcomplicating things, David.
Well, I couldn't remember. I haven't. There's. It's a.
I don't think that got close to what you were saying.
Anyways, I think she's cute. That's it. I think she's cute, and that's it. There's nothing more to that.
That's all you had to say. That's all you say. You think she's
Thank you,
cute,
Grinch.
and you buy her clothes. Like, all right, cool.
One piece of clothes.
bought her clothes once.
I appreciate
Once.
one person is keeping us.
He said he's got it.
Giving us the correct definitions. Thank you.
I got sidetracked though. There's a pretty fun game on on Google right now for Halloween. It's a
On the
cat,
home-
and you just on the home tray you draw lines to like repel. So you're a cat underwater, and you draw lines to repel like fish and stuff. It's actually really fun. But yeah, we shouldn't do that. Focus. I can only you can only pay attention so much when David goes on his rants.
I know, right?
Because I try to let you get your point out, but you just don't know when it's enough, and you also don't seem to know when you're not making sense.
It's because I'm trying to connect. I'm like trying to connect. The
No.
pieces together.
I know what you're doing, but
Yes.
you seem to be one of these guys that, in your defense, it's completely like a lack of self-awareness. But like,
Mhm.
it's not. I don't mean that in a negative way.
No, it's not.
I don't mean that in this. Hold on. I don't mean that in the same negative way that I do others who have no sense of self-awareness.
Uh-huh.
Like people that when you're walking down the street,
Uh-huh.
and for example, like this happens to me all the time. Every day that I walk outside, I get angry because just because look, hold on.
Go elaborate.
Because
Yeah, uh-huh.
I walk on the street, right? Especially like I was doing this before COVID, just because I don't know, I'm respectful of others.
Yeah.
But like especially during COVID, you would think, all right, imagine you're walking on the sidewalk, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can go on the left side or the right side, or you can walk down the middle, whatever. But you would think that if you're walking on the sidewalk, especially during COVID times, that I see someone coming, towards my direction, I'm either going to go to the one side or the other.
Yeah.
To like make the distance or whatever, make it safer and all this shit, and be considerate.
Yeah.
And especially out here, you would think it'd be more fucking people doing it, but it's just not. And there's no other way to describe it, because I walk down the street, even though I have my AirPods on and I'm listening to a podcast, I'm still self-aware, and I'm looking up. If somebody's walking towards me, I move to as far right of the fucking sidewalk as I can. But these fucking stupid idiots are still just walking in the middle, or even sometimes move closer towards your direction while they're walking. It's like, how fucking simple-minded or just not self-aware are you to like not even have this consideration to move your fucking sloppy ass to the other side of the sidewalk? Is it really that much of an inconvenience for you?
Why? Don't be so mad at Los Angeles.
I look with the way that it's portrayed to everyone and the way that you guys make yourselves seem about like, oh, we're all super cautious. Apparently fucking not. Apparently that caution goes right out the window at sidewalks and when you're in a store and all this stuff. So if you're going to pretend to be this super progressive thing and like very aware of like the virus and trying to, whatever, the curve and all this shit, then like maybe take the small steps that you all seem to be overlooking, like the social distancing, which is out the window, which I guess that's sort of been,
It's been out the window for a minute now.
been out the window for a while. But even when it was still a fresh idea, dude, I told you, I'd go to Ralph's and everyone thinks it's a safe zone. Everyone's all over fucking hanging all over each other. And I can like feel your disgusting body heat radiating off of your gross like figure. Like, and I just want to punch him in the fucking head. But the thing is, that even if you only punch like one person in the head, it's still not gonna.
It's not gonna fix the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not, and that's why it's pointless to do it. Because like, just because I fucking punch this one person in their fucking, if I give one good crack across the fucking jaw.
What you need to do is you need to throw them a V8, the spicy ones. The one you.
No. Some people have that joke, joke giving ability. You just don't seem to have it. Comedy is not really in your wheelhouse, so stick to your bad points and your misleading definitions of pop culture terms.
I'm always curious to like what it takes to be like. I get that comedians get away with a lot of shit because they're comedians. They're joking about shit, but
Why? Why are you phrasing like that? Why are they getting away with it? Why is that the terminology? Why isn't it just a joke?
that's the thing.
Because that's what it is.
That's the
Even
thing.
if it's
Like,
even if it's their point of view, it's a joke.
But it's-
their job is to tell jokes.
right, their job is to tell jokes. I think like it's bothered me a little bit because I'm trying to figure out
No,
who
you're
gives
one.
you who gives you this license to make fun of things, right?
Mhm.
And at what point, like, let's say we're making fun of something.
Hold
right?
on, hold on. Stick to your one question because I have a counter for you already.
No,
Finish your question
I was
before you
just
start the point.
Who
Yeah.
gives? At what point can you say, okay, I'm a comedian, so whatever I say, if I made a joke about something, just don't be upset. It's a joke. Like, don't. There's nuance to it.
Okay.
At what point?
Now, the counter to that is what gives you the right to say that they can't joke on that.
Well, that's just it. Like, I'm asking, like, why? When do you get like?
But
Is it
the
notoriety?
Same, it's the same thing. No, it's the same thing either way.
Like,
That's
your
the
comedic
whole
license. Like, what is this? Like, do you have to be a stand-up comic for like 10 years before you're considered like a real comedian?
You don't have to even be a stand-up comic. A joke is a joke. Whether
No.
it's whether you think it's funny or not, that's
Right.
that's really what it boils
A joke
down
is a
to.
joke, but like, I don't know why.
But when it comes, here's the thing: like when it
Uh-huh.
comes to stand-up comedy, it's so pointless to like get mad at a comic because all you have to do is not listen to it or watch somebody else. If
sure.
if it really bothers you that much,
Mhm.
like the only reason to be one of the hecklers or anything like that is just because you want the attention that they've got.
No,
So
sorry.
instead
Uh-huh.
of actually being a person who I don't know thinks
Mm-hmm.
like and like leaves or like changes the channel or whatever, then
Mm-hmm.
what do you really think you're doing? What do you really think you're accomplishing by heckling someone or giving them negative like feedback on their joke?
Right. No, I'm referring to more like the comedians themselves who take it upon themselves to, uh, try and make light of very serious issues or make fun of very serious issues. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm not okay with that. I'm saying like, when do you graduate to that step where, I mean, I'm not a comedian and I'm not like a professional, obviously. So I'm like thinking about what
I'm not a
kind of-
comedian. I'm not a professional at anything. I'm sorry.
It's like I don't want to bring up Joe Rogan, but he considers himself a stand-up comic, and everybody around him.
Whoa, why? He is a stand-up comic. He's not. He doesn't consider himself. That's what.
Yeah,
That
he's
is what he
done-
is.
he's
No, but
done-
that's
yeah.
just it. Like he's
done
not.
stand-up.
He's not. I don't think his comedy is very good. Like, because his demographic
yeah.
is like white people.
But
And
that doesn't
sorry.
doesn't mean that he's not a stand-up comic because you don't like
No,
it.
but that's just it. Like, he's made it clear that he really loves stand-up comedy, and he loves doing it, and it's something that his passion is there for. And I'm not docking him on that because he's the most popular podcaster. What I'm saying is, like, I've had this notion about, like, okay, we live in an era where our freedom of speech is now such a big contentious thing. It's like, as a comedian,
Well, hold on. Let me stop you there. Sorry, just for a second. We already know how you like to ramble, so I'm sure you'll get back on this. It's not. Your free speech is not contested at all. You can say whatever you want, and
Right.
you're not going to get in trouble for it. You're only going to get in trouble on social media, and it's not that you can't say whatever you want. It's just that you might get some backlash, and eventually it's going to go away.
Eventually, yeah, it will. The point I was trying to make, like Joe Rogan being now somebody who's very influential, but considers himself a stand-up comic plus podcaster, he generalizes. Generalizations are fun because that's what jokes are about. But and without taking it too seriously, it's like, at what point do you just say, "Oh, I'm a comedian"? Like, I was just being funny. It's like I make jokes about rape, Holocaust, or like, things like that, and it's like, "Oh no, I was just, I'm
Are
a
you
comedian."
saying like almost
Mhm.
immunity? Like when do they get that sense of immunity?
When do they get
where
that immunity?
you don't take responsibility? for
Yeah,
of
because
what the stuff that they say.
yeah, because it's like they'll be like, "Oh, I'm not. Remember, guys, I'm a moron. I'm an idiot. Like, I'm not somebody you should be listening to. So don't take it so
He,
seriously."
but you
Like,
know why he does
I
that
don't
though.
think that's
what is it, Grinch?
You know why he does that though, right?
Well, because it's true.
Yeah, no, because it's true, but it's also because it seems like no matter how much he tries to like jokingly make that point come across,
Mm-hmm.
there's still going to be individuals who think like, "Oh my
Who
God,
thinks
this is
he's
how
being
Joe
serious?
Rogan
Yeah.
thinks." Yeah, like yeah, they take it serious. Like this is what Joe Rogan said, and this is how it's got to be. These are the facts. So he has to say that to be like, "No, don't listen to me. This is my personal opinion. Don't let my personal opinion influence your decision," which I think is very, very
That
important.
I think that's true right there. But then you start throwing the like, "Oh, but I'm also a comedian." So just
No, no,
yeah,
no, no, no. But that he doesn't say that.
he
It's easy.
he has.
It's he has. Okay, yeah, he has. But that's not like the way that it's meant to be like
I
portrayed.
understand. Right. He's not trying to be obnoxious and say, "Oh, like I don't give a fuck." Like I'm just saying it because I'm a comedian and I can get away with the joke. I see what you're saying. I just don't. I don't know why it didn't sit right with me. Like I just felt like people who unless you're like really good at it, like you're really good at comedy. I think that this comedic license to say whatever you want, um, is a little. I don't know. I find it like obnoxious to those who like. I don't
so.
know. Yeah.
Wait,
Uh
because
huh.
I'm trying to nail down what the fuck we're talking about.
Uh huh.
So your issue is so unless they are funny and their material is good,
Mm-hmm.
they should if it's not that case, then they should be censored to what they can say.
No, not censored. No, no, no. It's more. It's
But
more
that's what
like
you're doing when you're saying you can't say these things
no, not. It's more about how they
because
joke
you
about
are
them.
not at
Hmm.
that status yet.
Right, because
Well,
right.
no
You're right.
matter
You're
what
right.
they
Yeah.
how they joke about it, what they say.
Right. Yes, because you're right. It's about what point. At what point do you get to the level where it's like, okay, I'm a comedian who is popular enough to be able to joke about things, and people know that I am joking because oh, he's the comedian. Do you get that? That's the point I was trying to make. Like,
I think.
you say
I think
something.
it's as
But
soon as you decide.
that's almost like a user error when somebody gets on a stage. Let's say we go to a comedy club.
Yeah.
There's a guy that gets on the stage or woman that gets on the
Hmm.
stage and they start talking on the mic. I don't have, at least in my brain, the way it works. I'm not still trying to figure out whether he's the comedian or not. Once he starts making these jokes or talking about, he's the entertainer in my eyes. He doesn't have to tell me that he's the entertainer
Hmm.
because he's on the stage.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
bought a ticket or I bought an entry to see him.
so for you, like that. Okay, so for you, it's like you give him that. Like you've gone to go see him. You paid the ticket. You go. So if he's gonna entertain you, whatever comes out of his mouth is pure entertainment. It's not. None of it is serious. He's not actually being transphobic, homophobic, whatever
If
joke he's making
that's
about.
the
Yeah.
problem with like, correct, yeah. When it's sad because it's that line that they have to walk at a certain point because of I guess the culture that we're in, but
Mm-hmm.
it's their job to entertain us.
Right.
The way
Mm-hmm.
they feed, like how most comedians that I've noticed do it, and have I've heard them talk about it, is they'll have a routine and
Mm-hmm.
they'll throw some jokes in.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the crowd, they'll know which direction they have to go.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So the material to them, it's not like they're sending a message or anything. It's they're just trying to get a laugh out of you or entertain you in a way. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
So
yeah.
whether
Mm-hmm.
you talk about a touchy subject or not, it's not like it's something that one, it's their art. This is something what they're telling you is what they thought was funny and
Mm-hmm.
would work. It's not
Yeah.
I don't in my personal opinion, I do not believe that they go up there and they talk about a subject maybe that is touchy to offend people.
Mm-hmm.
They just found a way to in their mind to make it funny because that's the way their mind works.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your mind works differently, and we may not like it, but it works that way.
Yeah.
But it'd be
Mhm.
it would it be right of me to tell
Well.
you
You were cutting off for a second.
You're
Yeah, you're
you're
freezing
on
up.
Hold
past-
on. Sorry.
Easy.
Like you should be allowed
Uh-huh.
to.
Pump. Whoa.
Hold on.
You're getting very passionate, and it's screwing up your internet.
Yeah, you're moving faster than the computer can keep up with. Your webcam.
This is the most he's ever spoken on the podcast.
It's actually hold on. It's actually a little bit pixelated. Give it a moment or something. I'm not sure what's happening.
No, the internet can't keep up. It's like, oh my god, he's actually going somewhere.
He's using a bandwidth. He's using our bandwidth. Sorry, but if you can finish your thought, that was. I think you're back now. So
Yeah,
you're
it was
just
freezing
moving
out.
a little slow.
I
Yeah,
might be back. I don't know.
I mean, I hear you now.
yeah
This is me.
you're
I'm
back.
just moving slow.
Fucking Zoom.
I know.
Piece of shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I lost most of the passion. So
Yeah,
what I
that
had
tends
said.
to happen.
No, yeah, my issue simply was that like certain people who are like, oh yeah, I'm just a comedian. That's just how I make fun of things. Like I can understand.
Sorry, just to
yeah.
finish off what I was saying
Okay,
too, because it's going back to a.
Mhm.
If you don't like what they say, do not listen to them. It's that simple. Joe Rogan may be great at what he does, and I have nothing against him.
Mhm.
However, he is not someone that I subscribe to. That he's not someone that I watch his stuff at. Like, I don't watch any of his stuff. Nothing personal. I just don't really like how, sometimes what he says or something. But that's my choice. What I'm not doing to myself is watching it, then getting mad, and then saying that there's an issue with comedians.
No, it's like
Because there's not. There's an issue maybe that I find with him, so I stopped watching him.
no, the issue for no, I feel you. Like just not liking somebody's opinion on something. I think for me it was more like, oh, I have a comedic license, so I can get away with saying things more. And then my excuse is, well, guys, don't listen to me. I'm just a nobody. And
I think
uh-huh.
to go back to what your initial question, I think that you get that license as soon as you get on stage. As soon as you decide like, hey, I'm gonna do comedy, then that's it. Then you got your license, because that's just it's what you chose to do. So people could like it or people could not like it, and that's really it.
Yeah, no, I just had a gripe with that. Like it's just like like I guess if it's just for you, I don't think that. I don't think that it's right away when you get on stage. I think it takes time. I think you have to get your bearings, obviously, before you can be
so you
considered.
think somebody has to establish themselves first before they can make a controversial opinion or a joke?
No, before they can pull out that comedic license and say, "Oh, what I just said, it was a joke. I have my comedic license right here. That was a joke."
So what you're saying,
What?
in your eyes, somebody who's like sort of maybe just starting out, maybe they're just doing like, they're signing up to try like a 5-minute spot.
Sure.
They can't say whatever. They can't say anything because
They
they have to first build a reputation.
They can. I'm just saying that they can't lean on their comedic license to say, "Okay, I was making a joke about a certain demographic of people,"
Why not?
because they're not comedians. They're just a regular person with an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know that a
regu-
regular
so-
person with an opinion can make that joke?
No, that I am saying yes, but what I'm saying is you can't lean on that. You can't lean on on a comedic license to get away with.
But I don't understand.
One,
You're
they shouldn't
contradicting
have to-
yourself.
No, look, you're allowed to say whatever you want, but if you're making, like,
So okay, you're saying like they can't, like if they go up there and they make sort of an off-color joke, they can't say, "Hey, don't listen to me. I'm just a comic," just because they're doing a 5-minute spot.
no. What I'm saying is, if they're not on stage and they're talking to people,
Their
making
material?
jokes. If they're doing material, that's I can, and you're doing a comedy set, and you're on stage, and it's only your first time, and you weren't very good. The jokes weren't very good. I don't think you pass, like that, because you're just not a very good joke teller, or like you're like
Yes,
jokes,
but
yeah.
that doesn't mean that they're not like. That's what they chose to do. First of all, not everybody that gets on the stage the first time will get a standing ovation or anything.
True.
It's sometimes they bomb.
Yeah,
and
it's-
even comics that have been in for a while, they may hit a club in a certain location that bombs.
What about like
That doesn't make not comedian.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that they're not allowed to say anything. It's just like I think that if you're a comedian, you need to get your bearings. I think like you need to build a certain reputation amongst like the community of comedians to say, and people say, oh, this guy is a really good comedian, so when he says something that seems a bit outrageous, there's a I you brought this up earlier, Grinch. It's like, the people who are thinking for themselves understand that it's a nuanced take on something or it's a joke. But there are people who think that, oh, they're not allowed to say whatever they want, or like that was too edgy. Like I think it's cool that comedians can tell jokes like that and it's funny, like because I'm into that kind of humor. But that's
No, I mean,
Mhm.
I see what you mean now. I don't agree with what your point of view is,
Yeah.
but I see what you mean now. Like I get it.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, just because you're on stage, that doesn't mean you have like automatically this pass to say whatever you want, because you don't have the reputation to be able to like say like, hey man, I was just joking, it's part of my
Mhm.
act, this and
Mhm.
that. I get it.
Mhm.
I mean, I disagree, but I can see why now. I can see
Mhm.
why you might think that way.
Mhm.
Um, have you guys heard about this unfortunate passing of Sean Connery, Sir Sean Connery?
You're joking.
No, I just found out actually this morning. There was really no light way to bring that up. Toby
Uh,
sent me a message. Yeah, it's
rest.
I'm getting a couple of mixed. Either happened this morning, or it happened on the 20th. But either way, it's still pretty sad.
Man, rest in peace, Sean Connery, man.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I think my fondest memory of him is that movie, The Rock, with Nicolas Cage. That's my. Oh, fuck, what's the earliest movie I've seen? I think he was in that movie, Leprechaun. Was he?
Was it that horror movie? Isn't it? Wasn't Jennifer Aniston was in that too, right?
I think
Like a
so.
young
Yeah, she's like a
Jennifer.
young. Yeah.
Yeah, older
Damn.
one.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Wait, so
Uh huh.
what's the um? You hear about that rule of celebrities dying in threes?
No, I've heard of something else where they all die like at the age of 27 or something, 26.
No, no. Oh, those are
The
the
young ones, the
musicians. Yeah,
musicians,
like
right?
yeah, but that doesn't. How
No,
often does that really happen? Because it was like
here it is.
who it was like Hendrix, and like who were the other two that died with him?
Uh,
Oh, how old was
Michael
well,
Jackson?
obviously I
Oh
can.
no, I'm tripping.
No, that would have been nice, but no.
Uh, who did you say it was?
Imagine all
Prince,
the lives that would have been
Hendrix, and
saved.
or am I tripping? Prince was not 27 when he passed, right?
I think it's looking it up right now. It might be.
I literally just got the notification for Sean Connery. Um, damn, he was 90. He looks
Yeah,
good for 90.
Oh, it
it's
was.
solid.
It was.
It's a pretty good way to go. I mean, he
Kurt
was 90,
Cobain.
and it says it happened in the Bahamas. So I
While
mean,
being
hey,
asleep, yeah. Damn,
yeah, dude.
real
There's really
boss.
no better way to go. I mean, hopefully, yeah, and his wife, it looks like his wife was with him.
Oh, bro, that
So I guess
accent, man.
that's the best way to go, man.
He kind of looks like a Vicente Fernandez, like with the gray hair and the mustache.
No, I think he looks like Sean Connery, actually.
No, I'm
Why
serious.
you?
I'm serious. Like Vicente Fernandez has that same.
I'm serious too. Who's that? Who are you talking about? What's his name?
The Mexican singer, Vicente Fernandez.
Yeah, but you gotta hold on. You gotta spell that for me. Hold on.
Like Vincent, but with an E at the end.
All right,
Kurt-
Vincente. What?
Kurt Cobain was the other one that died when he was
Oh.
27.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain. There you go. Yeah, I had pulled the list up, but this guy started saying this ridiculous shit about somebody that
No.
looks like Sean Connery.
They're-
Not that Sean Connery looks like this guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this guy looks like Sean Connery. He's
Oh, is that
fucking 10 years younger.
There you go.
You
yeah.
need to make that distinction, dude. You gotta be accurate with this.
It's because he gained a little weight and he doesn't look the same way he used to anymore. You're right. But a much younger Vicente Fernandez.
I
Would,
mean, he's still doing it. Unbelievable.
I'm just saying. He's also great. They're both great. The day he dies, Mexico will be in mourning. Well, all of the southern countries will be in mourning. But yeah, no. Rest in peace
Will
to
they?
him. I believe he's the Elvis Presley of the Latin world.
If he was the Elvis Presley of the Latin world, he should be dead already on the toilet, fucking from an overdose.
I thought it was because he had like rectal prolapse or some shit.
No, there was there was like 3 stories already. There was it was a heart condition, overdose, and then something else about like the anus.
Yeah, I think he just didn't take care of himself.
It was probably just a mix of all 3. Oh, of course he didn't take care of it. Have you seen him like towards the end?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, live your life, man. He enjoy it, dude. He did his thing, you know. But damn, to die on the toilet, man, that's rough.
Yeah, that is rough. It's funny because I love referencing The Sopranos, and one of the mobsters died on the toilet. I attributed it to their high carb diet because all they ever ate was bread, pasta, and salad. Oh no, and gabagool, mostly. That was like their main diet.
I'll have the gabagool actually.
I haven't had gabagool in a minute.
The what?
Gabagool? I haven't had it in a minute.
Well, I don't think we have that on our menu.
Oh, but yeah, I would love a nice.
The gabagool is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get it.
No.
I know Rick gets it.
No, because I'm not gay. So.
Hey, that's not what it is. What it is if the salad comes on top, I send it back.
Send it back. That's funny.
You don't get it. Don't give me your fake pity laughs.
That's the one reference I understand, that to send it back. Now,
Took you a while.
Moving on.
Because you don't know where it's coming from.
Don't test me. Thanks again, everybody, for listening, tuning in to our West Coast Flagrancy podcast. If you like what you heard, please like. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and subscribing, that would be great. If you made it all the way, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. We really appreciate it, and we really do appreciate everybody who tunes in every week. Thanks again. We will see you next week. Peace.